Hi, I'm Kayla Richards. I'm the founder and CEO of American Interest. Right now, there's a major problem in America with online political discussion. You've probably gone online and seen heated debates, but not really producing any valuable content, with no one really walking away with the other person's true opinion or a different way of thinking. And this is because there's no consolidated online platform that fosters political discussion in the form of a bipartisan manner in response to current topics or just events that Americans have an interest in. Even Twitter, which is a major political app, hasn't democratized the political conversation in this way. Only 10% of their users produce 92% of all political tweets on Twitter, and they largely have very similar views. And only 3/4 of Americans engage in political discussions with like-minded people, so they're not really sharing views with people who have any different opinions, and they're not learning about themselves, learning about their fellow citizens in that way at all. And the majority of individuals in both the Democratic Party and the Republican parties report genuine fear of the opposing party. And this is all terrible because it leads to a society where intellectual hypocrisy is heightened, where split ticket voting is decreasing, and where we're further isolated. But we have a solution. So my company, American Interest, is developing a social networking platform to help politically interested Americans engage in constructive conversations and healthy debate by bringing people together to share offering differing opinions, similar opinions, and ideas on political topics. So this is how the app works. We have three essential segments: creating your watch list, your homepage, and your notification pages. So in terms of a watch list, each user will be able to curate their watch list on a rotating basis by adding new ones, by removing new ones based on trending topics worldwide and nationwide. So they'll be able to curate that on a regular basis. The second segment is the homepage, where individuals will be able to see people that they follow, but also more specifically topics that they're interested in, topics that they've chosen on their watch list that they'll be able to see conversations about. So live conversations, whether that's in the form of debate, where it's being completely recorded and it's posted almost like an Instagram live, or whether that's just in the form of a post where people are commenting back and forth to each other. And by scrolling through their homepage, they'll be able to see highlights where they can just see the main points of the discussion without having to really dive into it. And we have the notification pages, where this really allows individuals to become connected, because not only are they seeing invites to discussions or who liked their post or who commented or who responded, but they're also seeing an algorithm connect them to views that are directly against their own, or views that are directly similar to their own to strengthen their arguments. The algorithm will really work in the notification pages to really help individuals have like a wider view of the world and the opinions of their fellow citizens. So there are three customer segments that are essential to American Interest. The first one is nationwide users, who will be 16 to 25-year-olds who want to know what each other think about American politics. And the value proposition for them is easy, bipartisan conversation on trending topics. And the revenue streams for them are free. We know that millennials and Gen Zs are constantly on social media. They're the one generation who have grown up with social media and who don't know how to live without it. They're also the two generations who have experienced political isolation like no other. They are not used to being in an environment where the world isn't politically polarized, or people can talk, or people do know each other's opinions, and that's totally okay. So having an app like this for them is definitely essential, and they would pay no fee to use the app. We also have advertising companies, and the value proposition for them is audience for target ads, and the revenue streams for them would be ad revenue. Thirdly, we have political polling companies and political analysts. And the value proposition for them here is the ability to extract data about political opinions and interactions. And the revenue streams for them would be information for studies and analysis revenues. So customer relationships would be self-service, and the channels would be just a website, which is americaninterest.com, and the American Interest app, which you'd be able to find on the App Store or Google Play. So for political polling companies and ad agencies, customer relationships would be self-service and direct support, and also